All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge alongside the athlete, professional hockey player, Zach Boychuk. Season 6, episode 11, presented by Bombastic. Christmas Eve. This will be like Boxing Day or the 27th, but we're filming it on Christmas Eve. Chucky, Merry Christmas. It's the last time we'll probably talk, or at least on the podcast before we get into Christmas here. But it's little Christmas. You said you had your Christmas dinner yesterday. I got my Christmas Eve dinner with the cat tonight. Then we got World Juniors starting the day after. You got a game. Busy times.
Yeah, Chris, the holidays are always busy. I mean, it's nice we actually got a 3-day break. We got the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th completely off away from the rink. But then we practice on Christmas Day at 5 p.m. So a little bit different over here in Europe, but nice to get a few days during the holidays anyways.
Yeah, that's crazy that they make you practice on Christmas.
Yeah, they love doing the big like dinner and stuff on the 24th. I think they do presents and stuff on the 24th. So not the traditional back home. It seems like none of the hockey teams really play on the 25th, but then you got the basketball teams are actually playing. The NFL games are going on. So depending on what sport and where you are in the world, it's everybody celebrates differently, I guess.
Yeah, and then obviously World Juniors start Boxing Day, so that's usually the big
Spengler Cup.
Does Spengler Cup start Boxing Day as well?
Yeah, I think it's in the morning on Boxing Day, and then the World Junior games are after that.
Then we got the Max Midget Tournament in Calgary on the 27th now it starts. Lots of hockey.
It's the best time of year for hockey, especially
100%.
if you're inside, staying out of the cold and on the TV, sipping some eggnog and watching some Team Canada.
Yeah, it is freezing here today. It's back down to minus 18. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit better, and then it's supposed to get cold the 2 days after that. And then it's supposed to warm up again, which would be nice. It'll be above freezing for once for a few days.
Was there a ton of snow too, or is it just cold?
Yeah, it snowed overnight. It didn't like dump too much, it doesn't look like. But I heard the plows going at like 4 a.m. I was like, I woke up at 4, couldn't get back to sleep until like half an hour before my alarm went off. I was like,
it snowed here a little bit today, but it's like kind of like a wet, like sleety snow. So it just melts right away, and nothing showing on the ground for Christmas Eve or probably Christmas Day.
How are the Christmas markets out there? Have you had a chance to get out to one yet?
Yeah, we went on Monday. It was a nice little atmosphere. Probably a little bit quieter. I'm sure the weekend would have been busier on Fridays and Saturdays, but Slovenia has a pretty good Christmas market. Probably not quite compared to the German ones or Austrian ones. They're a little bit bigger, but still pretty good. You get the Glühwein, and you get they do like hot Jameson, like hot punch, like all this hot gin. So they do all these different like mixes to keep you warm out when you're outside for the Christmas markets.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I was gonna ask how it compares to Germany. No Krampus in Slovenia. No one beating the kids or beating people up.
No, I think they do have that here too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I missed that, but yeah, they do it in Austria. They do it in Slovenia, Switzerland. The weird evil Santa Clauses or whatever. So make sure that the kids are acting good and being good for the real Santa Claus.
I feel like we wouldn't get away with that here, hey?
No, like I feel like they kind of take it to the next level. I think especially like on the teenage boys, like if they're actually being bad, they go at them pretty good.
I saw videos of them like whipping adults. I was like, what
adults too, yeah.
Like, just
can't be naughty
chasing
in Europe.
People. It's crazy. Lot of hockey stuff happened this week. Let's start with Sid right off the bat. I mean, I feel like the biggest accomplishment this week. Yeah, the GOAT broke Mario Lemieux's franchise record in Pittsburgh. I mean, the guy is. We talk about it almost every week, every second week now. It seems, which is the season that he's been having at his age, still being able to produce and break these records, and it feels like he could he could go for another 5 years if he wants. He took a high stick from his own player the other night, and apparently on
close to his
Saturday
eye,
night,
hey?
yeah. So he got super lucky that he missed it, and apparently he talked to Colby Armstrong after, and Army was like, he said Sid said to him, "Yeah, what a way to go out though if I would have Saturday night at the Bell Center
In Montreal, yeah,
in Montreal."
that would have been
So
nuts. Not you don't want to see that. That's not the way you want your
no,
last game to be.
but just funny that
But
that's where Sid's mindset was at. Just like, yeah, what a place to go out
before
in the Bell
Olympics
Center.
too, oh, that would
Yeah,
have been terrible.
yeah,
But
that would have been tough.
positive Sid.
Got lucky there. Kept his eye, just got stitched up, got right back out there. But yeah, congratulations to Sid breaking Mario's record, and he's gonna continue to extend it now over depending on how long he's gonna play, but it's gonna keep going up and up.
Just so consistent. I saw like a little graph of like I think maybe Lemieux's points and then Crosby's points, and Crosby's graph is just like so consistent, like that. And then Lemieux's like straight up and then like sideways, straight up, and then kind of near the end he had those back problems and coming back. But Crosby's just, he could play till he's 50, I think, and still be dominant out there.
It seems like he's going to too. He could play as long as he wants, and as long as Pittsburgh wants to keep him around and see how long that core can stick together. It's been him, Letang, and Malkin for 20 years, I think, 15 years, 20 years.
Crazy, yeah. One of the only trios in sports that have stuck together for that long in any sport.
So it'll be interesting to see how long those three actually get to stick together. I feel like Crosby could probably outplay all of them. I mean, I'm sure Malkin could play a few more years too, but I don't know where Letang's at.
Yeah, I would say Crosby would probably last the longest out of any of them, just the way that he takes care of his body. But yeah, either of them probably could play a little bit longer if they wanted.
Team Canada finally got I was going to say a big one. It's still pre-tournament, but looked like the Team Canada that we know and love against Denmark, 13-2.
Insane.
McKenna 5 points.
I think Verhoff had like 4 or 5 points too.
It's a long stat sheet here.
Martone had a couple points. I think maybe 4 points, even 2. Perek had 1 and 3.
Yeah, Perek had 4 points, which is nice.
Verhoff just had 1 goal. I don't know where I got the 4 points for him. Michael Misa got hurt in the third period, but they said he's going to be ready for Boxing Day. So
part of Martone had 4 points too.
2 plus 2.
Yeah. What was Misa's injury? Did he just go out in the third, not come back for safety?
Yeah, Hunter said it was just kind of precautionary and nothing that bad. He'll be ready for the first game, but still, you don't want that out of your first line centerman.
Who does Canada play on the 26th? Do you know?
I think maybe the Czechs, I want to say. I know New Year's Eve they play Finland. That's kind of the big game, probably for whoever wins that pool.
Yeah, the Czechs, you're right. Czechia. Friday, December 26th. Czechia. And then they got a day off. And then 2 days off, it looks like, actually.
2 days off before their next game?
Yeah.
So the 26th, then they play the 29th?
Yeah. They don't play the 28th, don't play the 27th. Denmark again on the 29th, so hopefully that's a nice win there.
I think Denmark only had like 10 shots or something.
Yeah, Canada outshot them 50-10. In the second period was 24-0.
24-0 in one period. Yeah, imagine you do that the whole game. Like you're on pace for like 73 shots, 0 against the other team.
Minute and a half in, Tej scored, and then Denmark took a major for checking from behind, plus a 10.
Jeez.
So they had a 5-minute power play. That's probably where a lot of those goals came from. I would imagine, 2 of them.
I saw even Switzerland beat Denmark like 6-1, and I think Denmark only had like 6 shots. So Denmark must be really weak this year.
The boys are running that one. It's nice to see. World's Spengler Cup, we mentioned it. Roster got announced. Zach Boychuk not on it.
Guys. What's that?
I said Zach Boychuk not on the roster, which I feel like
I know. Should have got it in my contract that I could go play. We have too many games here though. So.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, we have some really important games kind of in that 5, 6 day period. So,
Did they ask though?
no,
Oh, they didn't.
no. I
Damn.
remember talking to him at the World Championships last year, and they told me
Mm,
to get it in my contract. But then when it came down to negotiating, it just didn't make sense with my team. But
damn.
I saw they did take some guys from Finland, there was a guy from the DEL in Germany, which is pretty rare that guys from Germany go to the Spengler Cup, and then the obvious Swiss guys. I saw something today that for every Swiss like Canadian guy that gets to go play for Team Canada has to pay 10,000 Swiss francs or $10,000
Really?
just to use that player. So seems like there's a lot less Swiss players or guys that are playing in the Swiss league, and they get guys from the American League for free and maybe from other
Yeah.
leagues that just want to come. So you don't have to compensate the Swiss teams. And the
Yeah.
Swiss teams just hate like the Spengler Cup because there's
Really?
injuries and
Oh, yeah.
things happen to their top players. So it's kind of weird.
That makes sense. There's still a lot of Swiss guys. It looks like this year.
Yeah, about
But that,
half.
yeah,
Half,
definitely more American League guys, like you were saying.
definitely a good mix. But Michel Therrien's the head coach.
Have you played for Terrien before?
Not for Therrien, no. I've heard some crazy stories, I think, on chicklets and stuff, but
Yeah. As soon as I
sure
saw
he'd be.
his name, I was like, oh, I wonder if Shocky's played for him or has any stories for him.
No, they might have gave me a call if I was a coach that I knew, but Therrien, no, never had him.
I saw that. I know you're getting over a little injury too, so probably nice to not risk it. But it would have been cool to play for Team Canada again. But
Yeah,
I tweeted out and I was like, how does Hockey Canada not bring the winningest international active player for Canada right now?
yeah, even just for locker room vibes. That's like
Yeah,
at the World Championships they made that mistake and should have brought me. They lost in the quarters to Denmark, so I could have filled up water bottles and got the boys pumped up, and would have been fine.
yeah, literally. You guys already got two Spanglers. I'm sure I don't know how many of these other guys have won a Spangler before. Got 4 Dell championships, 1 Swiss
Yeah,
League championship, 2 World Juniors. So you got 4 golds for Team Canada at least. It might be missing one. I don't know. It's tough to keep track of how many gold medals and championships you have. Do
yeah,
you, do you have the
they
Slovenian Cup yet too, or is that still coming?
that's coming in
That's coming
January.
in
I'm
January.
hoping we get that best of 5 series, but yeah, at the World Championships they wanted to take Nathan McKinnon instead, so guess understandable.
Tough.
He's on fire right now, on pace for like 70 goals in the NHL.
Yeah.
But McDavid passed him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Nate kind of comes back the second half of the season. I'm
Yeah,
sure he
I'm
will.
I'm sure he'll be buzzing, especially around Olympic time. But those guys are gonna have a good head-to-head battle
Yeah,
for the lead league in points.
I'm sure Celebrini's like shit. I'm falling a little behind now.
Yeah, they got smoked by Vegas, like 6 or 7-1. It's a little different when Celebrini's kind of playing by himself, and those guys got
Yeah,
Nietzsche and Draisaitl and all these guys on their team. So might be a little hard to compare.
yeah, definitely tough to have Will Smith out.
Yeah, he's injured too, but yeah,
I'm sure he'll still get his points though. He'll if he goes to the Olympics, he'll get some confidence and
yeah, I want to
get
see
some
him
gold
there.
time.
I
But
think he'll be good wherever they slot him in.
I feel bad for some of these Olympic guys that are on some of these weaker international teams. They're used to playing for, like you look at a guy like Draisaitl, like that German team has a few solid players. Obviously, Draisaitl, Stutzel, who else? Cider probably is.
Yeah,
I think he's
Paterka.
German. Paterka maybe, but then the rest of them, it's like it's not best on. It's like best on best plus their the Euro guys for some of these
A lot of
teams.
Euro guys, and yeah, the Euro guys having to play on the small ice, which makes
Yeah,
even
yeah,
more of a disadvantage. So some of those teams might really struggle.
yeah.
I think. Well, you got Italy. They're going to be there. Who else? I think Denmark's going, but they've got a decent amount of NHL guys now.
Is
And
Latvia
then
going?
like France is going, I
Yeah,
think,
I saw that.
instead of Russia. So
The Russia
it's
needs to be there. That's
it's
still, we don't need to get too much into that, but that still bothers me that Russia is it doesn't get at least like years ago. It was like the athletes from Russia, like still let the guys compete. Doesn't have to have the Russian flag or whatever if they're still have issues with that, but just let the guys compete.
yeah, exactly. I think they should go, but
Does
that's
Latvia have
the
a team going this
politics.
year?
I want to say that they are in it, but maybe it was between Latvia and France that was supposed to go. Maybe they're not.
Because they
It's
always
definitely not
have.
like World Championships. Like there's a few more teams in the World Championships. Olympics
Uh,
is pretty small number of teams.
oh, it looks like they are going. They'll be in Group C with U.S., Germany, Denmark.
U.S., Germany, Denmark, and
Yeah,
Latvia.
yeah, it looks like it.
Do
They
they
have the
have any
jerseys too.
NHL guys? They got Merzlikins, I think, but
Rodrigo Abels, Balinskis, Teddy Bluger,
oh yeah, they got a few guys.
Gergensons, Merzlikins, like you said, and
A
Shilovs,
couple
it
of
looks like.
former guys, probably guys that used to play in the NHL and they're now playing in Europe or
Yeah.
other places.
Two goalies
Is
that can, I mean, we've seen Shilov steal the show before.
yeah,
Latvia always has a sick goalie that at least like one game stands on his head, has like 50 saves and keeps him in it.
that's true. You never know in those tournaments.
At
And
every
those two
level
guys
too.
are used to playing on the small ice, so that helps them
Yeah.
too.
And at
I
every
like
level too. It's like World Juniors or Olympics, or World Championships. They always have a goalie that stands on his head. I remember like years ago at the Olympics, I think it was back when Weber was still on the team. Like they had like
Archis
55
Urbe,
shots.
maybe. Is he one of
Yeah,
those guys?
it might have been, yeah. Something like their goalie just stood on his head. Canada's had him in there and the entire game. It seemed like
Yeah.
it was like a 1 goal game, and Canada finally scored to win it, but like had like 50 saves just to keep him in there. Almost beat Canada in the Olympics.
Sneaky Latvia. Italy was sneaky back in the day too. I wonder if they'll
Were they?
surprise some teams this year.
Do they have any guys in the NHL?
Probably not. I would say most of the guys are in Europe
Yeah.
because they used to have Mike Keenan as their manager or head coach, and then I think he got fired or left. So they have a Finnish head coach now, and then a bunch of guys that are playing in Europe.
France too, I assume. Hey.
France might have like one or two guys in the NHL. I think that Alex Tessier,
Hmm.
and then like Belmar used to play. I think he's in Switzerland now, but not many guys there either.
Yeah, so it'll be a tough tournament for those guys.
Need a good goalie.
Need those Euro guys to
Peppered
just stand
by
on their head.
peppered by McDavid and McKinnon
Yeah.
rolling down the middle of the ice.
Yeah.
It was like McDavid is just on another level right now. Like highlight reels, like driving guys wide through the middle, breakaway, breakaway, breakaway. Like he should have
He's
like 6 more goals than he does, and then or like penalty shots, and they
yeah.
somehow end up scoring after. But he's picked it up like crazy.
He's buzzing, dude. Like still that who they played the other night, was it against Boston or I don't know if it was against Boston. I forget who they were playing, but he literally skated through the entire team and
Nuts,
just
man.
like made everybody look silly. Like as he does a lot, but every time he does it, I'm like I feel like it shouldn't surprise you, but every time he skates through an entire team, you're just like, "Oh yeah, he's
He
that
did
good."
the thing again. Yeah,
Yeah, he
he,
did the
he
thing
did the
again.
thing.
Exactly. It always reminds me of Cale Makar skating through my junior team when I was for my
And
first year
Brooks,
scouting. Yeah, just end to end, 10-1 game.
not even fair.
Team USA made some cuts to the World Juniors. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw maybe Caulfield and Robertson probably not making it.
You're
I
talking
heard
Olympics. I was
something.
I was talking World Junior.
Oh, yeah.
Caulfield. I feel like that would be a mistake not taking Caulfield to the Olympics.
Yeah, that was the kind of the rumor that Caulfield and Robertson weren't going to make it, but
Wow.
World Juniors, yeah. I didn't see the cuts there. I know they had some injuries, so
Yeah, Trevor Connolly and Henry
yeah.
Brewsterwitz. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Connolly got injured.
So they got one forward and one defenseman cut left to go.
Basically, Canada basically has their team. I think they have to cut one goalie or something.
We talked about that last week. You were saying like they pretty much went in with their team.
Yeah, they didn't have to make many cuts at all.
Yeah, I think we were just waiting to see who if other teams were gonna let NHL teams were gonna let their guys go. I think like Berkeley Catton was one guy that didn't get sent.
No Dickinson.
No Dickinson.
No. I mean, obviously no Celebrini, but they weren't expecting him to go.
Team Canada pretty much set. Hopefully those guys have some confidence going into the tournament now.
Yeah, they had a couple tough matchups against Sweden. They're probably got their feet under them there, and then their confidence is high after beating Denmark 13-2. So that first game against the pesky Czechs after they beat them twice in the last 2 years in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
So that's a big game for confidence wise.
Czechia is a sneaky team, man, and they keep getting better. It seems over the last few years. Every year they're a little bit better.
Really good team.
That'll be
watch out.
That'll kind of shape the tournament for Team Canada. I think that'd be the first game on Boxing Day.
I remember we played them the first game in Ottawa. We smoked them 8-1, and we just kept firing after that. I don't think we lost the game the whole tournament, but
nice.
We had some close calls against Russia. 5 seconds left when Everly scored, but that was a great tournament back in the day in Ottawa.
I feel like when you look at World Junior moments, that's one of the games that you look at.
Yeah, it's probably a top 3 all-time moment for Canada, anyways.
For sure. Everyone still talks about that.
I know there's some other ones like the Jonathan Taves shootout.
Yeah,
and,
Taves versus Kane.
Crazy. Carey Price making all those saves. That was Peter Mueller, I think, was for the U.S. shooting. And Patty Kane.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited. Anything else that you want to cover before we get out of here for some Christmas? I let you have your Christmas Eve dinner.
No, I just wish everybody a happy holidays. I think, looking back, it's been a good year for the Athlete and Artist Show, and with Bombastic here the last couple months. So we won our sports bet again with the Carolina Panthers. So we gotta maybe bet on a Christmas Day game here coming up. But
good call. Keep
an eye out for the streams, and merry happy holidays.
I wonder who Carolina is. Let me just see who Carolina is playing. We might put a bet out here for tomorrow. Oh, there's the cat. There he is.
Live bet. Are we gonna drop this on Christmas Day, or what's the plan here? Yeah.
I was gonna drop it on the 27th.
Okay. So
yeah, we can tweet it out before. They're playing the Seahawks. So
that's gonna be a tough game.
Tough game. I'm sure the Crooks. What are you doing? I'm sure the spread will be decent though.
Yeah, maybe take the spread.
Hey, yo, Crooks. Okay, buddy. Let's just.
I mean, Carolina's been doing well for us money line.
They have,
but that's a tough game, and they probably got to win because are they in the wild card?
Yeah, they're 4th in the NFC right now, so they've got that fourth playoff spot. So they got to keep winning.
So they're leading the NFC.
No, they're in 4th in the NFC. Seahawks are leading 12-3.
Oh, they're first in the NFC South division.
Yeah. So they've got a
Panthers
spot. Go Panthers. Let me see what this Panthers are plus 230.
Ooh, what's the spread?
7. And that's a minus 116.
Yeah, I feel like you just take the money line if it's like one touchdown. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or do you take the points and get an extra 7 points?
I'd take money line.
Money line.
We'll put it out. We'll announce it tomorrow and see. What time's the game? Game is this game's not till Sunday, so we got a little bit of time before we bet on that one. But we might put out a Christmas bet tomorrow. We'll see.
Boom.
All right, everybody.
We forgot to talk about the East Coast League.
Oh yeah.
Crazy times in the minor leagues.
Going on strike. I talked to Ames, friend of the show. Everyone that listens to the show.
We gotta have him back on. We should get him on for the stream and just. I mean, maybe he doesn't want to talk about it because the owners are like pushing him out. But
yeah,
what's Ames saying these days?
Yeah, I texted him. I saw it when I was at my hair appointment yesterday. I texted him. I was like, "Yo, he just got traded." He was just telling me about.
But he signed with a lacrosse team, and now he's signed with an East Coast League team, then got traded to another East Coast League
Yeah.
team.
He's playing both. He's like, yeah, well, I was like, how are you? I texted him as soon as I saw him re-sign in Utah. I was like, I thought you were playing in the NLL, like the National Lacrosse League. He's like, I'm going to do both. I'm like, how can you possibly have time to do both? He's like, watch. And he played in I think a regular season lacrosse game the other night. And then he said this new situation. I'm pretty sure he like set up this trade too, because they were. I
To
don't
make it
want to.
easier
I don't
to
want to
play
go. I don't know if it was to make it easier on lacrosse. I don't want to get into too much of Ames' business. So maybe he'll talk about it when he comes on. But like, I think he set up the trade just for a better situation in the coast. But
Gotcha.
And then we see the announcement of them going on strike. So I texted him. I'm like, you just got traded? Like, seemed like you were excited to go to this new team. Like, what's going on? He's like, yeah, the league's just making it super tough on guys right now when it comes to travel and pay. And like, it's apparently a lot of the guys have to like pay $750 a month the next few months to keep like their insurance and shit like that, or it's insane.
Yeah, I know, like even like the starting on the 26th, they're threatening on pulling guys' insurance and pulling guys' housing like right away, like kicking everybody out and getting like SBHL players or Federal League players. So I don't know. They're still going to have the American League players or the NHL guys that are down there, but the guys that are part of the union that are, just strictly the East Coast League players that are making whatever it is, $500 a week. The owners are playing hardball and texting players, like telling them they're doing this. So then some guys with families that need the insurance, they're like, oh, well, we want to play. We don't want to strike. So some teams are going to play, some teams aren't going to play. But yeah, like normally in the summer, guys with families, like a lot of times you have to pay that $750 a month for insurance,
That's
especially if
crazy.
you're American and you don't get the free healthcare back home in Canada. But just brutal, the way things are going there.
Yeah, that's crazy. That'll be something to keep an eye on as we go through the next few weeks here. But yeah, that league's kind of the Coast League's kind of a mess, dude. Like, I don't know why they're trying to pull that on players, but
Yeah, they're having
just
equipment issues. Like everybody has to use Warrior sticks. There's basically no exceptions, and then like something about the helmets. Like some guys feel like there's not enough protection with concussions, and they're like, oh well, you need a doctor's note if you want to wear a different helmet, and like
yeah,
all this crazy stuff. It's like, oh man, like number one, like pay your players a
yeah,
decent amount so they don't need to get like two or three jobs in the summer. And number two, like you're guaranteeing this housing, you're guaranteed like, you know, all these benefits, but then you're going on these long bus trips, getting home like late at night. You don't get a day off the next day. It's like,
yeah.
so there's like just little things, little like humane things that should be already included in the CBA, but they're running an expired CBA. So how is there like any rules at all? It's just crazy.
Yeah, it's insane that they can go away from kind of what was negotiated at the NHL level. I thought they would be more connected than they are, like in terms of
Yeah.
the NHLPA and the minor league PA. But I guess the NHLPA came out and they said they're fully supporting the East Coast. Like, I think it's like, what is it, the Professional Hockey Players Association or something
Yeah.
like that. Like that, what their union?
PHPA. Yeah,
Yeah.
they control the AHL and the East Coast League, I
Okay.
think. The union for PHPA.
Yeah, so the NHLPA came out and said they fully support them. So see what happens with the support that they're getting from the NHL. But yeah, it's tough to
We'll have
see.
to
Don't
get
want to see it.
some guys on for some inside info.
Yeah,
See if the strike's actually gonna go down on the 26th.
yeah, and if it
But
does, we'll get some
if
guys
I was
on.
playing in that league, I would just be like, you know what, screw it. Like I'm going to Europe this year. Like do whatever you can
Yeah, you
to
can
get
make.
out of there, because if they're pulling housing and pulling insurance and all that stuff, like just get out.
Yeah, and depending where you go, you can go over there, make quadruple tax free, and have everything
Yeah,
paid for.
exactly. And there's lots of teams looking for guys right now, so
Fuck,
some really
maybe
good players could end up working out for them.